I'm Trey Young, and you're watching 2K TV.
On 2K TV this week, we're getting ready for the NBA season with DeAndre Ayton and Trey Young. My Team Unlimited and your top plays.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to NBA 2K TV. With the NBA season tipping off this week, we've decided to...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports.
Give him the biz tonight, man.
The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. This is the first game in the Grizzlies' road trip. They put it all together over the course of their last 7 games. They've only had 1 loss over that span.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings. I'm not sure how long.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for...
Well, thank you very much.
David, as always, thank you. I remember seeing that dunk. Wow.
And that was the talk of the basketball world for a minute. I remember seeing for the first time and just wondering, who is this kid?
Well, Clark, a few teams at this point in the season have battled through back-to-back games. Just how hard is that on the body to play in consecutive nights in this league?
As I recall, Kevin, it wasn't terribly difficult. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. You could either get the bad taste of a loss out of your mouth quickly by playing another game. You didn't have to really practice. There's some energy concerns, obviously, but when you're well-rested and excited about playing, you find the energy. But I do believe there's studies that show there's a greater probability for injury the more back-to-back games that you have. That's one of the reasons the league has sought to minimize the number of back-to-back games across the schedule.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. AI is out there with Conley. And it's Gasol at the 5, roaming the paint. 4 on the clock. Reyes, the pass to Gasol. Well, it's been a long time coming for Nets fans, but starting this offseason, Brooklyn will actually own their own draft pick.
I hope for all Nets fans, they can avoid this situation for a long time.
It's his first trip to the line.
And there aren't too many big men more dependable than Gasol. He's a skilled passer who can operate out of that high post, but also give you a little rim protection if you need it.
Outside, Russell. He kicks to Fareed. Crab in the corner. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Crab's got his first 3 points of the game.
As soon as Crab gets a screen, he gets busy. Knows what to do in that situation.
Here's Gasol. Rebounded by the Nets. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Screen by Fareed. Crab with the ball. AI picks him up.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
And one aspect of what has made AI so successful is his work ethic, Greg. It's second to none.
It makes sense given just how hard AI has had to work just to get a chance to get in the league. I'm glad to see that he doesn't feel like he can rest on his laurels and still wants to hone his game.
Go ahead and get it, youngster. Hollis Jefferson showing off the spring.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. AI outside. Anderson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Gasol dishes to AI. Lays it up off the glass.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Outside, Russell. They set the screen. Out to the right wing. There's Hollis Jefferson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
You know, Greg, those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it. It's in the past, let it go, and they've got to focus on the present and try to make a better run of it this time.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. There's Crab with the 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Crab's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Nets. And when D'Angelo Russell is on the floor, he's looking to attack at every chance he gets.
Yeah, he's a smooth operator now. This guy has all the tools. He's best, though, I think, when he's challenging defenders and probing the defense. Such a skilled and gifted passer. He's got a nice blend of speed and has gotten stronger, which I think is really an asset for him. He can get a little streaky at times, but when he's on, you got to ride his wave because it's a good one.
And the shot goes down. Russell's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, he's so good at creating shots in that mid-range area. D'Angelo, a difficult guy to stay close to.
Shoots a fader. That misses off the backboard. Nets leading by 5 and stolen by AI.
Well, given how AI first got his chance at the NBA and how much drama was involved, it's amazing to see just how many friendly relationships AI has around the league.
And, Greg, you know, this is something you've mentioned before. The NBA is a brotherhood. Sometimes players, I can't do it, but at the end of the day, there is a general sense of community between everyone involved with the league. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Clark, obviously everyone's looking for talent, but talk about some of the players whose work ethic sets them apart in your mind.
Jimmy Butler's work ethic, I think, made him into an all-star. Obviously had good size and athleticism, but refined his offensive game and is now a multi-time all-star, and his work ethic is top level. Any of the guys that you've seen impact their teams or come.
Nets trail by 7. Carroll is the 3 with Hollis Jefferson at the 4. Russell and Crab are in the backcourt together. And it's Fareed in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Russell. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Russell's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, with the size and quick shot release, Russell a tough cover from mid-range.
Reyes, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. AI's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. Grab the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Crab kicks to Fareed. Back to Crab. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Yeah, confidence inside from Crabbe on display there. Terrific at taking advantage of good looks.
Jackson dishes to AI. And stolen by Crabbe. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Memphis.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Nets trail by 6. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Misses the three. For Memphis, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Anderson. AI's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
There's a screen. Here's Russell. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Reyes. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's an 11-point Memphis lead.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded by AI. Crabbe kicks to Russell. Back to Crabbe. A 3-ball. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson passes to Conley. And stolen by Russell. One-on-one fast break. Here's Crabbe, and he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, tell you what, Russell is a problem out there. D'Angelo with the anticipation to flick it away and then kick off the fast break.
Allen's checked in for the Nets. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. AI kicks to Jackson. Back to AI. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
They're up right now because he's been dominant on offense, and man, I like seeing him catch fire like this.
To the inside, Crabbe goes up and lays it nice and easy. Crabbe's got 13. And guys, Kenny Atkinson, a coach who has a knack for player development.
Yeah, he does, and the players' improvement on this Nets team speaks to that. I mean, Atkinson has done a terrific job of improving his young players. Also gets the most out of the veterans and teaches them new skills and approaches to their game, which endears him to the players and helps his team.
High, arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. 15 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
To the inside. A nice shot by Gasol. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Carroll with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Carroll passes to Russell. To the middle.
A bit of an oversized playmaking guard allows Russell to see over and around defenders. Great look there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Jackson dishes to AI. And he comes up with the deuce.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. They set the screen. Russell, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
AI gets to Conley. Back to AI. And he makes the bucket, through contact, and gets the whistle, too.
Yeah, just a good job here in the second. Pounding it inside, getting good looks right at the basket. Big reason why they're in front.
For Memphis, they have not shot all that well from the free throw line, 6 of 11. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Ed Davis is checked in for Damari Carroll. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Well, you've been off to a really great start, especially in your first season. At what point do you start thinking about Rookie of the Year?
I mean, there's a long way to go, DA, and I'm not even worried about the awards right now. You know, I'm just trying to prove to myself, to my coaches, to my teammates, and most of all, to my fans, that I belong in this league. And I'm going to be around for a long time. So this is for them.
With this play, I'm sure you will be. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson down low with Gasol. Conley out there with AI. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot.
Well, you look at D'Angelo Russell and this season and last season, I really think it was just about maturing, and that goes with all young players in this league. It's a process. I thought he needed to get away from L.A. and the episode he had there with his teammates, and I think he's now more focused and knows more of what it takes to be successful in the NBA.
Here's Reyes, and Allen with the block. Outside, Russell, the 3. Not going to go that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yep, and that's not a winning performance. I mean, you got to tighten up the defense moving forward if you're going to get some W's.
And Gasol gets it to go. And for Russell, he had maturing to do Clark off the court, but he has also showed maturation in his game on the floor as well.
Yeah, it's a natural progression for guys who are eager to get better and take constructive criticism seriously. He doesn't force it as much on offense now. He knows the importance of being efficient with the ball and not spectacular.
Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. And another shot. Jefferson can't hit.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
Conley kicks to AI. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Memphis. Green comes in for Jackson. And Chandler Parsons in for Kyle Anderson. Nets trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fareed against Green. Deflects the pass. Now here's Cram. He's covered closely. And again, it's the Nets missing.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
And Fareed sends it back.
Hey, the terrific instincts and timing that Fareed has, coupled with his reach, that lets him block a lot of shots.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
You must make that one. Even with the defense present, these are shots you have to finish.
Brooklyn's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Crab kicks to Fareed. Conley against Russell. Allen, a screen on Conley. Here's Russell. Parsons with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Gasol. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Gasol's got 9 points.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Timeout called the Nets. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Russell passes to Fareed. They set the pick. Grab up top. Back to Fareed. 6 to shoot. Screen by Fareed. Here's Russell with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Gasol's got 8 rebounds in this game. Russell and Crabbe are in the backcourt together. Davis is out there with Kenneth Fareed. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
Crabbe kicks to Russell. And stolen by AI. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Nets trail by 4. Up top, Russell. Brooks covering. A floater, and Russell with the lay-in.
You know, you look at the floater. It's an effective shot for Russell. But when he doesn't want to go all the way to the rack, you got to have that in your book bag.
Brooks, the best of Gasol. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Jackson setting the pick here for AI. Jackson, that's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 3rd foul of the game. To the wing right side. Stolen by Anderson.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Crabbe, that's for 2. They get it back. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
AI gets to Gasol. Back to AI. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And that's now 18 points for AI.
Oh, how pretty was that? Use the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in. Pass to Crabbe. They set the pick over AI. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Pass to Crab. And stolen by AI. The drive by Brooks. It's deflected.
The 7'2" wingspan of Hollis Jefferson paying off right there. His defense can be suffocating. He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Russell left side. Crab with the ball. Working on AI. And Allen slams it in.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
AI dishes to Gasol. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Anderson passes to Reyes. Gasol a screen. From the line, a nice shot by AI. AI's got 20.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Russell against Brooks. Russell kicks to Fareed. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Rocket 6. 11 feet away and misses it off the right side of the rim. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Yeah, and you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Memphis leading by 6. Okay, time now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Mike Conley. What's the news, David?
Told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. He'll have to sit the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out afterwards. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
Well, let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
Reyes, the pass to Brooks. Back to AI. Brooks dishes to AI. Jackson a screen on Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reyes. Out to Brooks. Anderson outside. Gasol a screen on Russell. Lob pass to Gasol.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Grizzlies.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Marc Gasol.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits.
Well, he's like mortar when you look at Rondé Hollis Jefferson. He's a guy that holds things together, plays with great energy and effort, and that's contagious and also beneficial for a team.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
looking to get it going. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, a decent free throw shooter at this point in his career. D'Angelo has the natural stroke, I think, to become one of the league's best. Shoots it very fluidly.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Griff standing by for an interview.
Oh, yeah?
Right this
what's
way.
up, Griff? What's up, guys?
AI.
Come on over.
Thank you. I wanted to ask about your teammates. How do you feel your relationship is with them now that you've had some time in the league under your belt?
Man, the short answer is I couldn't do it without these guys. You know, the camaraderie in the locker room is great, and I feel like I've really grown as a player, as a person, you know, working with these guys. Hey, we all out there looking to win games, right? And it's so much easier to do that when we all on the same page.
Sounds like one big happy family.
I guess you could say that, yeah. You know what? Go ahead. Write that one down. That's good.
It's all right here.
All
Thanks
right.
again for the time, AI.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Nicely done, AI. Get some rest.